Has a dark tide flowed across our kingdom and crushed it in our absence? Did we linger too long in the east? Come, Doris! Ride on! Bring me back to my kingdom! The keep holds! Look, we've actually lost both the knights. Quick, we must recruit at least one fresh knight. The outer keep wall is held. This is good. This is very good. The farm remains intact. Day 18 is dawning, and we have fresh coins. But how far has the counterattack penetrated? How are you doing, men? They have a cave troll. They have many cave trolls, in fact. Quick! Retreat! Archers, back behind the walls. We need to hold them at the next line of defense. We cannot have them breach the farm. That would be very bad indeed. Can I quickly recruit some fresh archers? We need fresh men to the walls. Fresh men to the walls. You there, men carrying scythes. Could you just put your scythes down for your king and take up arms? No? Alright, fine. Stay there then! I shall hold them back myself! I, King Dave II, with my retinue archers, who seem to be going the wrong way. Back, men! Back to the walls! Fight on! At dawn, look to the west! The rising sun has driven back our foes! Back, you foul creatures! Back to the hell from whence you came! Back! Have I destroyed the gate that you originated from? I'm sure that my warriors gave as... Oh no, give me my coin back! That is my coin! That coin is not for you! Give me that coin back! You're being defeated by the sun! You should have just, dissolved or something. Well, fine, keep the coin! I hope you choke on it, dark minion. Soon we shall come and crush your last homes, the last bastions of your defense. Or whatever it is that those gates represent. Fine. Doris, you're a little bit puffed out. But I think the kingdom is intact. I think we lost the outer farm. That's obviously not great. We lost a few farmers that way. But we do have fresh farmers to replace them automatically. So that is no great loss to us. They were just milling around the keep anyway. Doris, feed up, for we must ride. We must ride mightily today. We must recruit as many men as we can, and also, I think we probably want to get our knights back on the front line, make sure that the knights are holding back the modest dark tides that shall come on these non-blood moons. And then we're going to have to make the most of these few days that remain before, indeed, the next blood moon. We need to replenish our forces, we need to rebuild our walls. We need to prepare. We must defend. We must hold. We cannot afford another major breach like that. Or our time, our kingdom, may fade. It may be swept away by the dark tide. Things stand upon the edge of a knife. Our chance, our hope, lies in the speed of my horse's legs. Doris, we must make haste across the realm. We must ensure that we can gather as many men as possible. And of course coins. We love our coins. The more coins the better. Doris, feed up. We need you at full speed. This wall hasn't been repaired yet. I find that slightly disturbing. Where are all the builders? There is one builder. That wall, it looks like, has been repaired. This wall has also been repaired, as has this one. Alright, fine. The builders are actually doing reasonably well. Here they are, in fact. Builders, are you constructing this outermost wall defense? This is very good. I approve of this. Also, we would like this one back up, please. And possibly we can extend a little bit further, but no, I think that's probably asking for trouble, isn't it? Where will the attack come from this night? Is it going to come from this side? Come, men, you must build fast. You must build faster than this. We need to have you back behind the walls. I do not want to lose more minions this night. The dark tide is coming. Quick, men. Quickly, quickly, get it built, get it built. Oh, no, the man, he has lost his hammer and he has lost his coin. Alas, we have failed. We cannot hold them. My crown, the king's crown. Oh, this was far too close for comfort. You there, rejoin the king's forces. I do not have the coin to recruit that other man back. Minion, hold firm. I shall return for you. I pushed it a little bit too far, a little bit too fast. As a king, I'm becoming sloppy. I am taking too great a risks. Now the kingdom suffers for it. Come, Doris. Let's gather these coins. Actually, we should probably ride back and re-recruit that man whilst he's still available to us. Men is what we need. Many men. All of the men. All of the men of this realm should come to my crown. They should join our kingdom, for together, only together, can we destroy the evil forces who would bring us to harm. Looks like this wall has been built, actually. That's good. You there, take the king's coin. Was there another camp out here that I could recruit from? I'm not sure. It may just be the gate straight away. It has been such a long time since we journeyed into the west. Oh, have we... Oh, but we destroyed the gate here, did we not? We did! We won a great victory, though it cost us dearly. We have destroyed the gate. We have made a new camp available to us. And a whole load of deer. Perhaps we can chase them back if we are lucky. And also a clearing. This clearing could come in handy. It means we don't have to clear-cut that whole forest. Oh, there's the gate. We don't have to clear-cut the whole forest. We can potentially just cut some of these trees back and build a line of defense here, maybe even enclosing a new camp for recruitment purposes. These are definitely options that we must consider. They are viable tactics, but it will depend. It's probably not too far, actually, for our knights to march in a single day. We may not need to move our line back at all. Let's get some of these inner defensive positions rebuilt as well. The Blood Moon is not far away now. We must hold it back. We must hold it back. What was the day again? Are we on day 19? Yes, day 19. Day 19, the sun is setting. That means tomorrow is day 20. And the astronomers, the court astronomers, assure me that it will be as all other multiples of 5 have been. It shall be a blood moon. The red moon will rise over the realm. We must be prepared for it. We've got lots and lots of coins. In fact, I think I've just picked up too many coins now. Quick, let's upgrade some of these defenses so that these coins are not going to waste. And then we must recruit. We must recruit like we have never recruited before. Of course, the amount of recruiting we're able to do is defined by the number of minions who have been born in the little camps. I think this is the right thing to do. We will head out to the east. We will recruit as many minions as we can. Look, there are 2 in the camps. This is what we want. We want to make sure that we always recruit after the second minion is born in a camp. Minions, I've neglected Doris. I'm sorry, Doris. I have become far too edgy, and I'm making mistakes. I am forgetting that you need to feed in order to carry me with speed. I'm like a poet. I am a poet king. Remember to feed your steed, and then it shall carry you with speed. Indeed. Yes. And a King Dave II original poem there, and it shall be passed on throughout time in order to teach the various children of this king and all other kings how to manage their steeds. Beyond this village, I believe, lies the gate, does it not? In fact, I'm sure that is the ruin of the old gate. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Is it? I do not know anymore. I cannot say for sure. But if it is, that means there is but one more gate left on the east. And if we assume that to be the case, with the blood moon rising this day, on day 20, perhaps we have an opportunity. Perhaps if we were to destroy that gate, then there would be no attack from this side. It would be a bold move. It would be a kingly move. Let's do it! Men, march on! March on for the last gate of the east. If we destroy it, perhaps it will mean there will be no further attacks from this side. Perhaps it will mean that we will be safe on the east. It is a bold move. It is a daring move. It is a move made only by kings. It is a move that may prove our undoing. Will they succeed, or will they fail? Will our defenses be pushed to breaking point? Sadly, though my heart greatly desires to watch the action, we cannot afford to do so. We must spend what little time we have left recruiting. Is there anyone left? No, there's no one left to recruit. Doris, feed yourself. We must ride into the west. For if we are successful in the east, then that is where the dark tide shall come for us. That is where the hammer shall fall, and that is where we must hold them. And if we fail in the east, then I fear nothing we do will make a difference anymore. I fear that this is the gamble, this is the gambit. This is the chance that a king must make. He must roll the dice and trust in his men to fight and die, or fight and lose their coins for their king. Still no archers out here. This is not ideal. I would really like all of these towers to be manned by lots of archers. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. We do have lots of tiers of defense, though. There's lots of walls they're going to have to batter down. That, at least, is something that is going to hold them back for a period of time, possibly long enough for the dawn to defeat them. You there, men? You may be able to make it back. Ah, you just had to fight over the same coin, didn't you? Fine, give me my coin back. You must make for the king's walls, for only then will your new shiny coins be safe from the dark foe that comes down upon you. Already the music has begun. The mists gather. The storm clouds fill the sky. Doris, I fear there is nothing more that we can do here. Is there any more walls that can be erected? This is good, actually. Look, the builders have managed to build up several of the inner wall defenses. We're looking pretty strong. We've got a nice reserve of gold coins. So long as the attack in the east was successful, then I think we may well survive this. I think the west is strong enough to repel a day 20 blood moon, the 4th blood moon. There it is, rising over the horizon, though it be masked by many a cloud. It is there, lighting up the sky in blood red. Come, Doris! Behold! The knights of the east still live! Hope remains, whilst our knights stand. Could this mean the eastern gate has been destroyed? Should we take a chance? Should we check? Let's spend some coins first, hiring fresh archers. As many archers as we can. All of you men, take up... Oh, the knights of the west have been destroyed already. Quick, we need fresh knights. Fresh knights to the western wall. Is there anyone to recruit here in the east? If only we could go and watch what the action is, but we need time. We must recruit. That is all we can do. We will ride into the east. We will put our hope in the strength of our walls and the courage of our men, and we shall recruit, recruit, recruit. Give a quick prayer to the archer god as well. You there? These walls remain intact. This is our outer defensive position. The knights are returning! Have you been successful? Have you done it, knights? Did you destroy the last gate? Could it be? We have a couple of minions. Take the king's coin and return to the king's battle. Look! Look, it is a fresh shrine! The enemy gate has been destroyed. But the question is, was it the last gate on the east? Or is there another? There is a camp. A fresh minion camp. Does this mean there will be a gate just beyond? Do we have but... No, there isn't! Look, it is the bridge! The bridge that we can fortify and protect our realm from. The light of hope grows ever brighter. We may have a chance here. The kingdom is looking strong. So long as the west held. So long as the western defenses did not collapse and allow that dark tide all the way to the kingdom's core. All the way through our farmlands and our keep. If it has fallen, if the enemy tide has indeed flowed over our entire kingdom, then it may be difficult to re-establish ourselves in time. We have fresh forces coming in from the east, but these knights will never come back. They will stand guard over the east forevermore. We must respect their diligence and dedication to duty, but it is somewhat vexing in this situation. They would provide a sorely needed boon to the west which has no doubt suffered mightily under the red moon. Have our farms survived? Without them we may not have the coin to rebuild before the next blood moon. The keep seems intact. Look, we have a farmer milling around. That means the keep has indeed survived the blood moon without coming under attack. Let's get a couple of fresh archers. And now the moment of truth. Fresh knights marching their way out to the gates, and the farms are intact. Look at this, yes, more gold for your king. The farmlands, the breadbasket of the kingdom has survived the night, unassailed, or at least largely unassailed. Some of the farmers may have been carried off by those freaky flying things, but it seems like the main tide of darkness has been held. Actually, look, all the way out here, only a handful of walls were breached. Some archers must have made it to these walls, to these towers, and bravely held back the enemy. Look, there they are ahead! You there, men! Men, veterans of the great battle of the 4th blood moon! Take your king's coin in thanks and return to his service. You are all honored among the men of my army. Honored indeed. Now, take the coins. Those of you who were knights before, sadly, I'm afraid you're not allowed to be a knight again. We already have 2 fresh knights recruited. But certainly you can take up bows. Or, if you prefer, we probably should get some fresh farmers and builders to replenish those duties as well if you wish to take a break. Retire from your military service and become just men in service of their king. What a night, though! What a night! What a night! And a day before it! What great challenges and accomplishments we have met! It has been a trying time. The kingdom has been sorely tested, and at times I thought we might fail and fall. But she held together. The brave men have advanced our cause. We have secured the East. And now we stand a real chance of securing the West also, so long as we can replenish our forces. For that is going to be our great test now. Our great challenge. We must rebuild our army, re-establish our farms, and of course, acquire fresh builders to construct our many defenses. And already day 22 dawns. The next blood moon draws ever closer. How many farmers do we even have in this field? Is it just 2? Why is there a farmer back at the keep not operating these fields when we have but 2 farmers here? There's no more gold for your king. Gold is now going to be in relatively short supply. Rebuilding our defenses may take longer than I thought. The challenge is not yet over, but at least we have many fresh minions coming back into the fold. The kingdom shall stand or fall, depending on how quickly we can get them equipped and back into the field. The challenge is far from over. Captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to